Hello students, how are you all? How was your Janmashtami break? Okay students, we have completed this chapter in previous three video. In first video you learn about the state government, formation of state government. Through this story then you come to know about MLAs and gradually you learn the functions of the legislative assembly, right? But in this video, for this video, I have prepared a PDF of notes of all this chapter, because in this chapter they have given all these functions of the state government in the concern of Patalpuram, right? So better if I'll prepare a separate notes and I will explain you. So I thought that let me explain through this PDF so you will understand it very nicely, right? So all this point I try to cover up in this PDF so you will get properly this chapter. Okay, so let us start, jump to this PDF. And yes, definitely I will put this PDF in your ERP also, so you will get it properly. Okay, so this is we call the recap of this chapter. Recap chapter 3, how does the state government works. So whatever the topic you learn in your textbook, I have covered all the topics and some extra questions of this chapter. Okay, who is an MLA? Members of Legislative Assembly are elected by the people, then they become members of Legislative Assembly and also form the government. These MLAs belong to the different political parties. Number 1, every state in India has a Legislative Assembly. Each state is divided into different areas of constituency. From each constituency, the people elect one representative who then become member of Legislative Assembly, MLA. Understand meaning of MLA? How do people who are MLAs become ministers or chief ministers, right? So to become a minister or chief minister, first they have to be MLA, right? So we can say that ministers are always MLA, but MLAs are not always ministers. How can we prove this? Let's see. A political party whose MLAs have won more than half the numbers of constituencies in a state is said to be in a majority. The political party that has the majority is called the ruling party, and other members are called opposition. Right? In amongst all this opposition, the largest is called opposition party. After the elections, the MLAs belonging to the ruling party will elect their leader, who become the chief minister. The chief ministers and other ministers have the responsibilities of running various government department or ministers. Excuse me guys. Yes. So after election, first they will be as a MLAs. So first they become MLAs. From MLAs, the ruling party will form government and then they become ministers. Right? So we rightly say that ministers are MLA, but all the MLAs are not ministers. Then what happened? A debate in Legislative Assembly. Student, you notice that MLA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how they were speaking, what they were speaking. So that is called debate and discussion in Legislative Assembly. A Legislative Assembly is a place where all the MLAs, whether from the ruling party or from the opposition, meet to discuss various things. Hence, some MLAs have dual responsibilities. One as an MLA and other as a minister. I just told you that MLAs can be ministers, but as a MLA so they have to work. As a MLA they are representing their constituency. So whatever the problem in their constituency, they have to bring to the Legislative Assembly. But when MLA is also as a minister, he or she is having dual duties. MLAs can express their opinions and ask questions related to the issues or given suggestions about what should be done by the government in debate taking place in the Legislative Assembly. The minister then replies to the questions and tries to assure the assembly that adequate steps are being taken. They try to compensate, they try to give the most possible answers. The chief minister and other ministers have to take decision and run the government. However, whatever decisions are being taken, it is not like that ministers and chief ministers, they will take decision by themselves. Whatever decision they are taking, it should be approved by the members of Legislative Assembly. Means opposition is also sitting there. So their approval is also important. Okay, government will tell that in Patalpuram water problem is there, so then ORS packet will be distributed, extra tanker will be sent. Minister himself will take around and give compensation to the affected families. So in this way, opposition will should also get approval. Yes, okay, you do this, and then we will see the situation. The word government refers to the government department and various ministers who head them. The overall head is the chief minister. All the MLAs who gather together in legislative assembly are called legislator. Right? When I started this chapter, I told you that the legislative assembly means legislator. Then from that they choose executive. Executive is a government. Executive is a government part. Those who are implementing the decision taken in the legislative assembly. So don't get confused who are the legislative and who are executive. Legislature or legislative means those who are elected by people. And executive means those who are in government. Clear? They are the one who authorize and supervise their work from MLAs. The head of the executive or the chief minister is formed. So this is how the government work and debate and discussion take place in the assemblies. Now after debate and discussion, government has to show their work. So working of the government. In a democracy, it is the people who elect their representative as member of legislative assembly. And thus it is the people who have the main authority. Right? Basically, citizens are electing their representative MLA, and from MLA they are being ministers. So final authority is people's. If people are not thinking properly and they will cast their vote anyhow, then they cannot blame. When they are casting vote, at that time they have to think twice or thrice that whom I am electing. He or she is the right person. They will represent us or not. If most suitable representative is there, then only they will do the proper representation of the constituency. So main authority is citizen. The ruling party members form the government and some members are appointed as minister. That procedure now you all know. The people in power like the chief minister and the minister take action. They do so through various departments like public work department, right? There are various departments at a state level and in central level also. But we are talking about state, that state also, state individual also one separate unit. So they have public work department, agriculture department, health department, education department, electricity board. So through various department, police department. So through this department they are doing their work. They also have to answer questions that are asked in legislative assembly and convince people asking the question that proper steps are being taken. Right? At last they have to convince the people that we are trying our best to solve the problems and issues in constituency. They also have to answer questions they are asked in legislative assembly and convince people asking the question that proper steps are being taken. At the same time, newspapers and media widely discuss the issues and the government had to respond, for example, by holding press conference. Right? During the time when debate and discussions are happening in the legislative assembly, in press, news reporters are also keep on giving the news and answers related to this. So, ministers will hold press conference. The government decide to make new laws for the state. So, in this way, these are the points you learn in the chapter 3. Hope now after this notes, you will get more clear about all the topics of the chapter. Still, if you are having any doubt, any point that you are not clear, you can ask in live class also. Now, textual question answers. No doubt, I have already discussed these answers in very short in a third video when I was just completing the chapter. So, I have discussed question answers, but here you will find the detailed answers of all the questions. Number 1, use the term constituency and represent to explain who an MLA is and how it is the person elected. A state is divided into several constituencies on the basis of population. Every constituency elects one representative for the legislative assembly. The person elected as a representative represent their particular constituency. He or she is called as a member of legislative assembly. That is MLA. An MLA is elected through a general election, legislative election. he or she may be a member of recognized political party or independent. Right? This is important point. It is not like that to contest the election you have to become a part of the member of any political party. As an individual, you can contest election and as an independent candidate. If you are attracting people and people are knowing your mottos and movement, then people will give you vote and you can become the MLA. One who get the maximum vote become the MLA of that constituency. And this is how constituency and their representation done. Question 2. How did some MLAs become minister? I just explained you in that point that after election the party who get the majority, the party leader will become the chief minister, and governor, with the consultation of the governor and chief minister, they will choose the different ministers of the different department. Same answer is given, and same answer is given in your textbook also. Student, I am never forcing anybody to write the answers what I am dictating you or what I am telling you, what I am explaining. You can write all the answers as per your understanding. Right? Main idea should be covered in your answer. That is my requirement. Question number 3. Why should decisions taken by the chief minister and other ministers be debated in the legislative assembly? Answer. The decision taken by the chief minister and other ministers must be debated in legislative assembly. It is because during debate it is discussed whether a particular decision is in interest of the people at a large or not. Right? Many times chief minister or MLAs, they can misuse their power and for their favor they can take decision. Whether this is a right decision or not, who will decide? That's why any decision if they are taking, it will be debating in the assembly. It is also discussed whether it is urgent or not. How much would it cost to the government? Is there anything objectionable for any particular community? Right? Many times government are taking decision, but it can be hurt some communities. It can be not in favor of some communities. So at that time, this debate and discussion should be there. So if some objectionable things are there, they can alter it. Question number 4. What was the problem in Patalpuram? What discussion and action was taken? So we have to fill up this table. They have given 4 points. Right. Suppose public meeting. What was there in public meeting? Condemned the government and showed protest, put their demand to the government. In legislative assembly, discuss the issues and decide the course of action. Right. In that Patalpur district, there were so many constituencies. So MLAs from their constituencies, they were asking question. Press conference. The health minister prescribed the plan of action initiated by the government. Then they organize a press conference and through that press conference they pass their decision to the people that what they are going to do. Chief Minister visited the village of Patalpuram, announced compensation. You know what is the compensation? It is in previous chapter that role of government in health also I explained. It is an amount of money that is given to that affected family. So they can get little revive from this. So announce compensation to the affected families. Also clarified future action of this to solve the problem. So this was the question 4. Now question 5. What is the difference between the work that MLA do in the assembly and the work done by the government department? One student in live class also asked this question. So just concentrate here, you will get your answer. The difference between the work that MLAs do in the assembly and the work done by the government department is that every department is headed by a minister who is also an MLA. The minister approves any work done or proposed by the department. The department is responsible for the projection and completion of the work, whereas MLAs or ministers coordinate between the assembly and the department. So as a government department, they are executive. So they are implementing the decision. And as a MLA, they are, as a legislature, they will show the problems and probable solution. So this is the difference between their work. Now along with these textual question answers, there are some important questions which are not discussed as much in this chapter. But these are important, so I have just given here. So it's not necessary to write in classwork, but please understand it. How is the governor of state appointed? The governor of state is appointed by the central government, means national government. Whose responsibilities is it to various government department or ministers? It is the responsibility of chief ministers and other ministers to run various government department or minister. Here the word run is not typed properly. Whose responsibility is to run various government department or ministries? Chief minister and other ministers' responsibility. How will you define a legislative assembly? A legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs from the ruling party as well as opposition meet to discuss various things. It is a assembly or place where all the MLAs meet to discuss various things of the state. Question number 4. Define the term government. The term government refers to the government department and various ministers. In other words, we can say executives. Who is the head of the executive? Chief Minister. Question number 6. Why did the Chief Minister and the Ministers for Health visit district of Patalpuram? They went to visit the families who had lost their relatives due to the spread of diarrhea. They also visited people in the hospitals. Why are press conferences organized? Press conferences are organized to discuss various current issues. What do you know about a wallpaper? Student, in your lesson at the last part, actually we have cut this portion because it is not a part of that legislative assembly, but for making a project the ideas are given. So if you are making any chart or any headlines, so you will collect the news from the different newspaper. This newspaper cutting you will stick on a chart paper. So that is called the wallpaper. A wallpaper is an interesting activity through which research can be done on a particular topic. So suppose if you are doing some research, you are making some project, to related to that you will collect the information. You will collect the news cuttings and all. That you will stick on a paper, that is called wallpaper project. Question number 9. Why do people in democratic setup organize meetings? They do so to voice their opinion, to raise their voice to their opinion and protest against the government if any of the action is not in their favor. Sometimes government are taking action but they not in favor, so they can have meetings. The government work at 3 levels. Name them. Yes, you learn this. The government work at 3 levels, namely local, state and national. Okay children, hope you understand. You make this chapter very nicely clear through that chapter, through the previous 3 video and this PDF. I will send this PDF in your ERP. So without fail, just go through it. And if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Okay students? Have a fantastic day. Keep learning students. Goodbye.